Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this look. I think it came out really good. I did end up using two palettes, but you don't have to have the same palettes or the same exact shadows that I used. You can recreate this look using similar shadows. Anywho, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm actually looking good today. Skin is clear. It's gonna be a good day. Brows are done, and I've primed my lids using my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade. This is in the shade Porcelain. So I'm gonna go for like a more fall look, but with a pop of color. So we're gonna be using two palettes today. I'm gonna be using my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and my Cara, I'm not sure how you say it, beauty palette. Oh, I didn't even wash any brushes! Let's go in with the transition shade first. We're gonna go into this shade right here and go ahead and throw that in the crease. Oh, I need to get these creases out. And I don't set my lids anymore. I just kind of let them set down on their own. I just find that I get much better color payoff when I don't set them. So I just like to go in and kind of stipple the color and lightly blend. If you apply a lot of pressure, it's gonna get really muddy and just not cute. So we're just going in and lightly building up that transition shade. And we're gonna bring it all the way in the inner corner because we're gonna be doing a cut crease today. And you're gonna want the crease colors going all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm just doing swiping motions back and forth and just blending it. So I brought that shade pretty high up in the crease because we're gonna want that nice gradient transition down to the deeper brown that we're gonna end up going in with. I do wanna go ahead and lay down some tape. So taking some tape, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the outer corners so that we can get a really sharp result, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and take it a little bit deeper and dip into this in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and put that right below in the crease. And again, making sure that we take that all the way in the inner corner and back to the outer corner.
You thought you were going?
No. Alright, love you. Have a good workout. So I'm gonna warm it up a tad bit and go into this shade with the same Morphe brush we've been using. And that's gonna go in the crease as well. I really like to take my time and use a lot of different shades in the crease just because it gives it a really nice blown out effect. I'm gonna stop working on the browns for just a moment so that we can go ahead and go in and cut our crease. I'm gonna be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain, as well as a Morphe M224 brush. It just looks like this, like a black concealer brush. And I'm just gonna go in and start shaping out my crease. My creases are cut, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the Cara beauty palette. If you know how to say this, please correct me in the comments. We're gonna go into this blue metallic shade right here in the Cara beauty palette, and I like it because it has a little sheen to it versus the matte one is just a basic blue matte. I feel like this one's gonna pop way better. To make sure that this blue is going to pop to the best of its ability, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my NYX glitter primer. And this is just gonna give the eyeshadow a really good base to stick to. So I'm gonna go in with the same brush that we cut our crease with and just go in and pat this primer all over the lid. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this blue shade right here. And we're just gonna go in and start packing this on the lid. So you'll notice that I'm leaving a little slanted blank area on the end of the lid, and that's because we're going to go in with a deeper blue shade, and I just want to make sure that we leave that blank, that way we can get the most pigment from that shade as well. So stopping at this point, we're going to go ahead and dip into this blue shade right here in the palette, and we're going to place that on the lower edge over that concealer. So I'm just packing that on the lower lid, and I'm just bringing this up basically to meet in the crease. From here, I'm going to take the first shadow brush that we used for the lighter blue, and I'm just going to basically blend this blue in darker, and I'm just going to further blend these two shadows together on the lid. But I do want to keep this pretty sharp and noticeable, so I am going to make sure that that purple blue shade is still very heavily packed on there. We're going to go back into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. We're going to dip into this really deep brown shade right here, and we're going to focus this really low and just barely blend that into that deeper shade that we placed on the outer lid. So I think I want to go a tad bit darker just because I don't feel like it's blending the best. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into this brown shade right here in the palette, and we're going to carefully stipple that and do a slight blend into the shadows on the lid and in the crease. Going a step darker into this brown, this like deeper brown, almost black shade, and this shadow is just literally going to be focused on the outer corner of the lid. I'm not bringing this up to the crease, and I'm just doing a stippling motion just to lay that down. I want to make sure that we still have that purple showing, so I'm just going to go back into the Cara Beauty palette, and we're going to dip into that shadow one more time and just place that right where that darker brown and the purple meet. That way it didn't get completely covered up by the darker shadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my base, and I will be right back to finish off the eyes. My makeup's gonna be cute as fuck today. So we're gonna start by going back in with the Cara Beauty palette, and I'm gonna dip into the, if I can even get this shit open, what the fuck? There we go. And we're gonna dip into the first shade we did on the lid, which is the sparkly, like metallic blue shade. And I'm just gonna start by like stamping that on the lower lash line in the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a Morphe E17 brush, and I'm gonna go into the deeper blue shade, and I'm just gonna blend that lighter blue shade out with this shade. And then I'm also gonna focus this on the outer corner. Kind of want a little bit of that deep brown shade, maybe just like on the outer corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and dip into the deepest brown that we went into, and just smoke out the outer corner using that shade. So that's it for the lower lash line. Oh, and for my inner corner, I just went in with the same highlight I used on my face. It was the shade Beaming right here out of the Profusion Pro Highlight palette, if you were wondering. Now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of mascara, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. For lashes, I'm just gonna go in with these, and these are by Mr. D Volume. I believe this is the style M3114 or M114, something like that. I'll have it down in the description box. Alright guys, this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Comment down below what looks and other videos that you want to see next. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!